Bulls end up down by 9 at halftime. Now, that sounds worse than what it was. The Bulls should have only been down by 6, but there's a bad foul on Coby White, in which it was the Heat got 3 free throws and the ball. The Bulls are listen. Zach LaVine came out firing. Patrick Williams is keeping that energy up. Patrick Williams in this game in his 15 minutes, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. They're not going to Vooch as much as I thought that they would. Now, Vooch is 4 for 5 in this game, so scoring effectively, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Both Zach and DeMar are not shooting the best efficiency. But the key thing in this difference, and I don't want to pick on this player, right? Because it's overall it's the 3-point shooting. The Bulls are 7 for 22 from 3-point range. But the difference in this game is Tyler Hero is hitting his shots where Coby White is not hitting his shots. And that's almost what's really dictating this game. Tyler Hero's 3 for 9, right? Not shooting the best efficiency either, but he came in with those 3-pointers and hitting those in key moments. Dedmon as well has 10 points off the bench. Those are the only 2 Miami Heat bench players to score off the bench. Now, that's 19 points. The Bulls have 12 points off the bench. So, not a huge discrepancy there. Alex Caruso with no points. You think if DeMar or Zach get going a little bit better, Zach started off this game on fire. Came back down to earth a little bit. The Bulls are playing tough defensively. They're not rotating out on 3-point shooters as quick as they need to. And that's really, helping change the momentum of this game as well. The Bulls have some things that they can go in, they can build off of on that first half and tighten up as well from the first half. And this game could very well, like I said, the game would have only been down by 6 points at the half if it wasn't for that. But 9 points is where we sit at halftime. The Bulls need to come out. We cannot have a down third quarter against the Miami Heat. They already won the second quarter by 8 points. We can't come in and give up a big third quarter to the Miami Heat to start off the second half. Otherwise, it may be an insurmountable lead up at that point. So we need to see the Bulls get tighter. Coby White, you guys know I was very vocal on the Bulls not trading Coby White this trade deadline just because I didn't think that they would get what they need. We also needed bench scoring, things like that. But at this point, Coby is fighting for not only his future with the Bulls, but his future in the NBA. And by that, I mean, there's going to be a team that bets on Coby White, whether it is the Bulls at a discount or if it's another team at less. But that streaky shooter stuff can only get you so far. Now, Coby is only 22 years old. He's younger than Ayo Dosunmu, but he needs to really figure it the hell out. He needs to figure it out because this whole 0 for 5, and I'll say out of those 5 3-pointers, he only taken 3-pointers. Out of those 5 3-pointers, at least 3 of them were wide open, and probably more like 4 were wide open, to be honest with you. Coby has to hit that 3 at a better clip. Literally, the outlook of this game would be completely different if Coby hit even 2 of those wide open 3-pointers he got out of the 3 that I'm giving him that were wide open. We need to see that part of the game tighten up for Coby White. We need to see the Bulls defense tighten up as well. Like I said, we may see another time where Patrick Williams starts the second half. Patrick Williams is giving this Bulls team every single thing that they need from him. Energy. I'll tell you what, he's being way more aggressive than I thought Patrick Williams would be at this point in his return. And that challenge from Billy Donovan is paying off. But, let's just not make this about Patrick Williams. We need to see this Bulls team play better, period. And Coby should eliminate the ability for Coby to get switched on Coby got switched on Dedmon and Jimmy Butler, 2 players that have more size of him by leaps and bounds. That is not going to get the job done. It's just not going to get the job done. Dreams Are a Reality says, Haize and everyone, what's going on, Dreams? Brandy Nicole says, Coby is a defensive liability. Man, listen. Coby he's a liability in every facet of NBA basketball. In this game, he's a liability. At this point, I understand why not, because Coby is on paper the better player. But at this point, I would give Troy Brown Jr. minutes over Coby White. Like, literally, I would not give Coby White any more minutes unless we get the lead way down and then he can get a chance to do something, because it's not looking good for Coby White. What's good? What's going on MC season? Coby needs to be not more consistent. He needs to be consistent. The only thing Coby has been consistently missing wide open shots. That's the only form of consistency we've gotten from Coby lately. I think the difference is apart from Hero hitting his shots and Coby not, the adjustments Bo is making after every run, the Bulls. I wouldn't. That's the thing. I wouldn't even give him that. The Billy Donovan is. Keep in mind, we've gotten the lead back down low twice in this game. So Billy Donovan is making adjustments too. I mean, Spo is the better coach, so I'm not ever going to give or put Billy Donovan on Spo's level. But I think that Billy Donovan is doing enough with his adjustments that the Bulls should be closer here if they were hitting their three-point shots a little bit better. Hitting shots in general. The Bulls right now, 42.9% from overall in the field, 31% from three-point. By the way, Miami Heat are shooting 57% from field goal range and 50% from three-pointers. With that type of discrepancy, it's always going to be hard. The Bulls need to shoot a better percentage, but I like what Billy Donovan's doing with adjustments out there. Haven't been as effective. Bulls are getting out-rebounded by 3. Bulls have no turnovers in this first half. 0. None to the Miami Heat's 5 turnovers. Now, I don't know how many points they've converted those turnovers to, but that's a good sign in how they're taking care of the ball. The Bulls have 12 assists on 21 made baskets. That's pretty good, right? You want to see that a little bit higher, but that's pretty good. So the Bulls are doing good things out there. That's why I said in this first half, they have some things they absolutely can build on, and then they have some things that they know they need to work on and completely fix as well. But like I said, the discrepancy at halftime is bigger than what it should. This game feels like a game that the Bulls should be losing as well, which kind of sucks. But yeah, Prophet says Pat is literally playing so well. Pat is playing Pat is playing his ass off. So Coby, cold turkey, nobody making shots anymore. They need to get to the paint. Yeah, that's true. Coby is better. Coby is absolutely having a Tony Snell stat sheet, and he shouldn't, especially because he's getting wide open shots. That's the issue, right? Haize, can we say prayer for Trent Baker? He falls victim to Chicago Bulls trade. Clickbait. What happened? I must have missed something. Listen, Jack is truth. I wouldn't bet on Coby White needing to go off. Like, I'm glad that Javonte hit a 3, right? Like at this point, because he's better defensively too, give those minutes to Javonte. Like Javonte can play the 2, he can play the 3, he can play the 4. Something needs to happen because that thing is not working. Let's do the Zoom on the 5th. It's my B-Day week, so I'm going to be busy latter part. Well, Brandy, I said, I know I didn't get a chance to talk to you about it, but I had said that we should probably do the Zoom on the last game of the season. That may be the game. No, that wouldn't be the 5th because it's already the 2nd. But yeah, I was saying let's do it on the last game of the season, which is against the Minnesota Timberwolves, which I think is a Sunday. Let me check the schedule real quick. Yeah, let's do it if we can. Sunday, April 10th. That's against them. We don't have the time of the game yet, but I think that'll be a good way to like finish out the season too. Livewire Sports says Pat will start the second half. I wouldn't be surprised with the way that he's played. I wouldn't be surprised with that at all. I've talked about this before, Zach Lasagna. I really do think that they're trying to give Derrick Jones Jr. the most time for that hand. He said it. He came back early. His hand wasn't nearly healed. He wanted to come back to help this team start winning and right the ship because of what they were going through. But I think they may now, with Patrick Williams coming back, just look at it like, hey, Derrick, let's give you maybe to the last week of the season and really let that hand heal up completely. That's almost what it has to be. That's just what I'm guessing. I hate to ask this, but do you think this record against elite teams isn't? No, this team came out with energy. The way that this team came out, they came out like they were going to definitely win this game. Now they faced some adversity. Miami Heat hit some shots they had no business doing, right? Ben was hitting some shots where Vooch was playing really good defense on him. He was just knocking down the shots. Let's see if it comes back down more towards the mean. So he said, "No, I mess with Coby. I trust in the second quarters. No, no second half. No. At this point, you gotta trust people who they show you they are. And Coby has been since the All-Star break. Coby has been terrible. I really hope they're saving Derrick Jones Jr. for the playoffs, but I'm not messing with the lack of communication. That too. Patrick Williams is great, very aggressive. Wish he got more shots though. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, they're never. It's this season was not the season for them to run offense with Pat, but he's taking very good advantage of the opportunities that he's getting. We have officially unlocked the Paul. Listen, no, we got to give that credit to Billy. Billy Donovan set the challenge, and he added it. So, well, he answered it, not added it. Yeah, Javonte got to get Kobe's minutes at this point. Javonte has to get Kobe's minutes at this point. Kobe, like I said, you got to trust players when they show you who they are. And this is not, if this was one game, if it was 2 games, if it was 3 games, I'd be like, okay, he can come out of it. We are literally about 10 out of the last 10 to 12 games, we've had probably 1 game of good Coby White. You got to trust players when they tell you, especially when you're gearing up for playoffs. Haize, we've seen in the past game when Vooch starts off eating the Bulls' offense is so much better. I hope in the second half Vooch is aggressive in the post. They also have to go to him. Now, I will say that, he's shooting effectively. I think he's taken 5 shots so far. He's made 4 of those 5 shots. So he's shooting efficiently. They're scoring efficiently, but we do need to see a little bit more of it. We got to see him go at Bam. Let's see. P. Will's defense is all. Listen, for anybody who forgot what Patrick Williams is defensively, here's a reminder for you. He's absolutely playing great defensively, moving without the ball, being in the proper positions, coming off pick and rolls very well and eliminating space. Again, no offensive rebounds. I told you guys I'm really looking out for Patrick Williams, but 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and two blocks that were back-to-back and beautiful on top of that. Yeah, Patrick Williams is back. Let's see what else we got. Gooch, I wouldn't say that to me. I wouldn't say the Bulls look lazy on defense. Now they aren't. They're not switching correct on pick and rolls, but lazy on defense. I've seen lazy Bulls defense. This isn't lazy defense to me. I mean, again, my opinion holds no more weight than anybody else's, but I wouldn't categorize this as lazy defense. Do you see any weaknesses? Yes, there's plenty of weaknesses. When you look at the way that they are guarding DeMar almost with having 3 people in his vicinity, there are open 3-point shots to take. For some reason, we're just not hitting it at a 3-point at an efficient rate. But then on top of that, like what we've seen too is that in transition, the little bit of transition that we've gotten from the Bulls, the Miami Heat can't keep up with the Bulls in transition. So we need to see them. And again, you have to play in the passing lanes. You have to get turnovers for that. But yeah, there's definitely some weaknesses in that. I can't wait for P. Will and Tristan Thompson to get in rhythm together. Tristan box out, even if he doesn't get that, or we need Pat Will to notice that immediately crash when Tristan Thompson boxes out instead of assuming. I don't even know. Listen, because Patrick Williams is eventually going to be in the starting lineup, so I don't know if they really need to work on their in rhythm together. But listen, there's definitely some things to build on out there. Damn, is the game back on already? Oh, it's Troy Brown Jr.'s in the G League? That's still. Hell, then Matt Thomas then. Somebody needs to be getting. Well, I said Javonte. Javonte definitely should be getting those minutes over Kobe. But that's all right. I will see you guys after the game in the post-game show. Thank you so much. See red, don't be red. Go Bulls. Love you guys. Peace, y'all.